To use the Windows video editor to add subtitles to your video, click on Video Editor on your personal computer. If you can't find Video Editor, you may need to download it afresh. When it opens, click on New Video Project. Give it an appropriate name. At the top left corner, there is an Add button under Project Library. Click on the Add button. There are options of where to import the videos from. In my case, I'm importing from this personal computer. I select the video of choice and open. Now that this is here, if it is not selected, click on Select and place in Storyboard. Windows Video Editor is a simple editor, but it has some of the most important things that you will need. For example, I will need a title card that shows the title of my video and my name, so I'll add one. Now that I've added the title card, I select and add text. This is the name of the series that I'm teaching, AI for Everyone, and the name of my video. While this is a simple editor, it has options of font styles that you can explore depending on your use case. You can look at this, look at different types, and see the one that works well for you. You can also play around with the position of your text. For example, this is center. This is the upper part of your title page. This is the left. Another type of center, if you want it at the bottom or at the right, I prefer at the center. That's where I prefer my title name. You can also look up here and change the background if you like other colors. There are several colors here, but I prefer blue because this is what I've used for my other videos. So now our title card is done. The fundamental principle of adding subtitles is it's not just turtlets sectioning. You want to have a bit of goal for each slate. So let's start. So I paused there because I just finished introducing myself, and it makes sense for that to be a separate slate. So you play, listen to exactly what you want to do, pause at that point, and then select split. So I have a split where I introduced myself, and I can add text to that directly. As you can see, the subtitle is still at the center. The subtitle in my case is me translating exactly what I said. In the video, I'm speaking Yoruba. Yoruba is a popular language in the southwestern part of Nigeria, and it's spoken in other places of the world. So I bring it to the bottom. There we have it. We've written our first subtitle in our video. Sometimes some people prefer to split all their videos and then add the text, but I found it a bit easier to split and add the text. So that's what I do. You can do something else. Let's go for the next split. So that's where I mentioned the title of the video. It's longer than where I introduced myself, but it's a reasonable split. So let's add the text. It's important that the slide covers the entire length of the video, because if it doesn't, the subtitle simply stops here, and that's not what you want. You want it to have a coverage of the selection, so ensure it covers it. Then we do our next split. Let me add the text. Remember what I said about coverage. If you don't drag this to the end of the text, all the subtitles are simply going to stop in the middle of the split, and that's not what you want. You want it to be in full. So this is another split. Right before I paused, it went beyond what I would like. So you can simply move it here. You can listen again and then readjust your split. It's literally splitting them into clip 1 and clip 2. So let's listen again to this. Okay, so now we have another split. Let me put the text. I'm not sure that's the right spelling. Synonyms. Okay, I think now I have the right spelling. Let's say you would like to edit out some of the fillers. I'm not editing out any of the fillers here. You can simply listen to that space and split, and just you can click on this and delete if you like to delete the frame from your video, but we're not doing that here. If you like to add some background music, there are options for sounds here that you can select from. It's not relevant to my use case here, so I'm not adding music. And if you have your custom audio, let's say you've recorded something and you would like to overlay it on top of your text, you can do that right here. This project can be duplicated. For example, let's say you finish this editing and you would like to split them maybe into shorter versions for Twitter, or you just like to have the duplicate, you can simply duplicate it. It will duplicate it with all your subtitles. This is for learning purpose. So I'm going to finish this video, even though I'm not through with this particular project. But at the end of when you are finished adding your subtitles to each of the to each of the scenes, you can simply come here. When you come here, you have the option to download very high quality 1080p, medium 720p, 540p, depending on your use case. I like the higher resolution. So let's click on this. So the export takes a bit of time. You can change the name that you prefer to save, the location, and then you export. So sometimes the export takes a bit of time, like I said. But when you're thinking of this is you encoding some text on your video. There are other subtitling methods like creating your own subtitle files, and quite a number of platforms where you can upload videos allows you to do this, upload your video, then a separate file for your subtitles. But this time around, we are more like hard coding this into our video. So depending on your use, but in our case, we are putting it directly into the video. Sometimes, if what you're wearing it does not go well with the default color of the font, uh, you can make consideration for your learners by choosing another color for the font. This is a very simple and free tool, so it's not as sophisticated as maybe some of the paid tools, but I've been using it for more than a year and it works. So you can simply play around with what you have. Sometimes if you need more, maybe you need to buy a tool, but this works well, at least for my use case. So just like every other tool, I encourage you to play around. For example, the time in the title video, you can reduce it from 3 seconds to 2 seconds. There's an option when you click on this where it brings out duration. You can change that. So it makes sense. Sometimes you want to add filters, you want to add 3D effects, you want to increase the speed of your video. There are all these things that you can play around with. But as this video is rounding up, I hope that while we're waiting for the export, I hope that you have better intuition on how to use this tool, and you use it in your work. So that's rounding up. I'm looking forward to the export so that we can see a new video. Then it has a title page and subtitles. It didn't have that at the beginning. Great. So now we have a new video, a video that has subtitles. So right now, our subtitles stopped just at the frame where we stopped the subtitle. So this is the end of this tutorial. I hope you can try it in your work, and I hope you can do fantastic work. Have a great day.